Well, good evening, everybody. Back again for some elemental readings based on your zodiac sign. Um, and these readings are for Friday, March 28th. It seems like we literally just read about Monday. But, anyways, here we are. Here we are on Friday. I'm using a new deck today. I haven't read with it before, so bear with. It's called the Maya Land Collage Tarot Deck. And I think that's her name is Maya Land. And she can be found at mayalandart.com. I also have a calendar of hers, which is really cool, which features images from this deck. It's a fun deck. It's a collage deck. But again, I have not read with this before. I am fairly unfamiliar with it, so bear with, enjoy this brief time with seeing some of the images from this deck. And then if anybody's interested, just let me know and I'll be happy to do a walkthrough. I imagine there's already a ton on YouTube, but if there aren't, let me know. I'll be happy to do one. So this is for fire signs. And I want to apologize for yesterday. I think I was just up fairly lackluster. I didn't feel all that well, and I should have probably said something up front, but I didn't. And I'm still kind of feeling the effects of it, so if I'm a little flat today, I apologize. So anyways, this is the Maya Land Tarot deck, and we're going to go ahead and use the what deck's it called? The Mystic Soul Oracle by Christina Mitchell at Moon and Cactus. We're going to use her oracle. And it was funny because yesterday's oracle completely unimpressed me. I was not happy with it at all. And I realized that I was going to have a tough time, a super tough time, finding one that would rival the Dream Song Oracle because I just loved her writing so very much. And it just never occurred to me to look her up to see if she had other things. And she has a million other things. And I have one of her decks, which I was totally, and I've actually used it, I think, early on in this reading, the When Women Had Wings tarot deck, which is beautiful. And I was actually going to use it today, but I decided I'm going to use this one instead. But I may pull this one out. Let me some of the cards they're just gorgeous. Seven of Swords, Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. They're a little bigger than normal tarot size, I think. Let me look here. Yeah, they're just something that you can actually see. So a little wider, a little taller. But they're just so beautiful. And I'm assuming, even though I'm not much of a guidebooker, I'm assuming the guidebook is as well written as the Dream Song Oracle was. I'll be happy to become a guidebook person. So anyways, I may use this deck tomorrow. So anyways, back to the Maya Land. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see what we got going on for you guys tomorrow. End of the week. Hope everybody bumbled through okay. Oh, I should cut. Sorry. I didn't even see what that card was, but my stomach just growled really loud. I'm sorry if that came through. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. I just think this is the cutest freaking card there ever was on this planet. With the little kid driving the boat. Little kid's in charge. And the 5 of Pentacles. Oof. Well, yes, that's my stomach. I am so sorry about that noise. I hope you can't hear it. Yeah, well, I think what this just says to me is things were looking good. You had kind of everything set aside that was going to be all taken care of, and then for some reason or another, you kind of up and walked away from it. And I don't know. I'm not talking money so much. I'm talking support and um, good foundation. And then and now you're feeling a bit out in the cold, and I get that. Sometimes we make, I don't know if this is a decision that you just kind of wish you hadn't made, or it could be totally, I mean, this could be read so many different ways. Like you were feeling out of it, then you just go in a different direction and now everything's fine. I don't, this feels better to me, but I don't know if it's the reality. So you'll have to decide which way these cards need to be looked at. If it's this way, I think the Six of Swords is in the middle no matter what we do. But if it was this, and then there was a push to walk away, and now you're feeling kind of left behind, that's a frustrating place to be. If, on the other hand, you've been feeling left out, and so you kind of said, well, okay, let's move in a different direction, and suddenly everything's working out. So you'll have to decide which way this is read. This is a kind of a cacophony of cards I'm not used to seeing. So there's that. Let's ask the Oracle if they can give us any insight here to maybe how to read this more clearly. Oracle, what say you? Gratitude. Okay, let's read what this has to say. EFG. Gratitude. If you drew this card, practice acknowledging and appreciating the blessings, abundance, and beauty present in your life. Be thankful for everything you have. Count your blessings. Your affirmation is, I'm grateful for the abundance of blessings in my life, embracing each moment with gratitude and opening my heart to the infinite gifts of the universe. So this Oracle card is telling me it's really more this way, that you've kind of been feeling left out of whatever the situation is. You made some moves that may have been hard, but you made them. And now you're in a place where you can actually be grateful for the position that you took and where you reside now. So that's what I think the Oracle has confirmed here. Okay. Water signs. God, it's been so stormy here all day. And now the skies are clearing, and see the sky for the first time all day, which is kind of nice. The air is clean. We had a couple of good rain showers blow through, and it has gotten significantly colder. We were literally in the 70s 2 days ago, and it is currently like 39 with snow in the forecast for tomorrow. Of course it is. Of course it's in the forecast for tomorrow. Why wouldn't it be? I think this may be our last brush with it. I hope, though. Let's hope. Okay, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's on tap for you this Friday? Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. It looks like you might have a bit of a feisty Friday, but that doesn't diminish the fact that things are going pretty well. So this just says, if I were thinking about my job and looking at these cards, I would say it's a pretty typical day. It's going to be a little spicy, especially if I have guests, customers that I need to use my what's the sword in the Star Wars? The cyber, what was that called? Like cyber sword. I don't. Anyways, if you use that on a few of your guests, but this is your normal day. Everything is good and generally always good, or you muddle through just fine. You are good at what you do, and you're fine, and you're just got a little. This to me just feels like typical kind of stuff that you experience on a daily basis. And God bless you, because I know this is me in a nutshell. I really loved what I did, but every day was a test, which is why I'm not near as tolerant of people as I used to be. Because I don't have to be. I used to have to be. Now I don't have to be. But this is kind of what that's saying to me. So it sounds to me you're going to have a very typical day. more of the same challenges that are typical. Or if you're used to having it go as smooth as pie, then this may be more of a challenging day than you're used to. But it's certainly something you're not incapable of dealing with, because I think this guy's looking just like, yeah, been there, done that. I know what I'm doing. We're fine. And the Oracle says choice, and I think that choice is you can choose to let it bug you, or you can choose to just do what you do well and get beyond it. Choice emphasizes the power of free will and the importance of making conscious decisions that align with your values and intentions. It's a reminder that your choices shape your reality and destiny. So take control of your life and make a choice. Whatever you choose will be right for you. Affirmation: I am embracing my power, owning my decisions, and sculpting my destiny with conscious intent. And boy, if that is so clearly, to me, a typical hard day in a strong customer service business. Is you really do. You choose your battles. You choose, when to, as one of the owners of the company I work for used to say, sometimes, Nance, you just need to throw some money at it. And that can happen. And it's very frustrating, especially to the person who feels they've been wronged by whatever went wrong. But I mean, the employee that feels like it turned against them and somehow, and it wasn't their fault. But sometimes you just got to throw some money at it. I happen to be that employee in that situation, and I was quite disturbed by the decision, but c'est la vie. But I think you're going to, I just look at this guy's face. I'm like, he's just like, yeah, this typical day. Thank you very much. Got it handled completely. Okay, air signs. What's up? What is up with you all? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This cardstock is nice, but it's, again, it's kind of a chunky deck. Makes it hard to riffle shuffle from my end. So I'm kind of doing this, what do they call it? It's a waterfall shuffle, but it's still kind of a waterfall shuffle, chunky shuffle. It's not a lot of, you know what I'm saying. My hands were just my fingers were just half an inch longer on both sides. It would be such a life changer. Anyways, okay, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's on tap for Friday and into the, well, not into the weekend. I've been reading every day. God, we're on the downhill side, aren't we? This is for the 28th. And then we have the 29th, 30th, and 31st. Air signs, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Eight of Swords. Oh, you're still stuck. I'm so sorry, but I so know the feeling where you just can't quite move your arms enough to wiggle out of this, and I get it. But what you have to remember is you have, oh, what am I trying to say? You are inspired to move forward, and you're very grounded in what you are choosing to do. You are surrounded by loved ones and family and friends that will help you maintain this grounding, and you are still fighting, I think, something in your head. And that's just, sometimes that's just the way it is. And you got to let time and your mind kind of noodle it out behind the scenes. My brother and I call it letting our minds percolate. In other words, kind of doing their thing behind the scenes. It's like, have you ever been like doing a puzzle, let's say a crossword puzzle, perfect example, where you're doing a crossword puzzle and you are just stuck. Like, call it an easy one. Let's say Tuesday, New York Times crossword puzzle. And you are just stuck. You're like, fine, whatever. And you put it down and just let it rest for 3 or 4 days. You've been over every clue in your head a million times and you're stuck. Third of the way through, you can't get any further. And then you just set it down for a couple of days and let your mind process it behind the scenes while you're doing something else. And then you pick up that same puzzle days later and breeze through the end of it. Ba-boom. That may be what is happening here, because this is just a really positive positive motion into this, which tells me this is kind of like almost a blockade here. And sometimes you just got to let your mind, let your heart, let everything just kind of percolate behind the scenes and let it do its thing. Let time be on your side. I don't, this does not feel horrible to me. This just feels like reality, and that's okay. It happens. Reality is real. And transformation. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love the colors in that. Oh, look at the, oh, gorgeous. Look at the butterfly emerging. See, yeah. You got this. Let me see what this says here. If I can remember my alphabet. Transformation. You are now in the process of profound change and the kind of metamorphosis that leads to personal and spiritual development. Don't resist what is meant to happen now. Things might be a bit uncomfortable at the moment, and you may feel uncertain about the future, but understand that real change is never pleasant. Welcome transformation with open arms. Oh my gosh, that's just so perfect for this. Affirmation is, I trust in the journey of metamorphosis and welcome the alchemy of this profound alternation. What is an alternation? Alternation. I'll have to look that up. I stand in this moment knowing that with great change, I will emerge stronger and wiser. Perfect. I like this. I like it a lot. I like this deck. Okay, Earth signs. What's going on with you? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Into your Friday. Hopefully the end of your work week. It's funny, my work week was, I probably said this before, was Sunday through Thursday. So I had Fridays and Saturdays off. In the hospitality business, that is unheard of. People always say, how'd you wrangle that shift? I had it for years, too. I do not know. And I lucked out because I worked Thursday days. So I got off Thursday night. And then I had Fridays and Saturdays off. And I didn't come back to work until Sunday night. So it's also like almost like an extra day in there. The downside is, for anybody who lives in a busy, busy city, trying to get anything done on a Friday or Saturday is almost impossible. At least it was. I was in Seattle. And traffic was just, if you didn't get your errands run before 10 a.m., on Friday or Saturday, then just forget it. You're just going to be in traffic the whole day. And I got to a point where I just knew. So I frequently like doing my grocery shopping Thursday night when I got off work, just so I could, get it out of the way and actually have a couple of days off without getting frustrated by traffic. Anyways, okay, so Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's on your agenda for you? 9 of Swords. Queen of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. I have a feeling you're going to blow up at something. You've been worrying about it for a long time. You're going to put your language to good use. Good in quotation marks. And you're going to walk away feeling a little bit of regret. But I got to say, when the Queen of Swords shows up, I never think, while her words may be sharp, they're real and they're honest. And sometimes it has to be said. And if you are sitting here struggling with anxiety, then suddenly you are taking on the entire burden of whatever this issue is. And that's, what good is that? It's not. You need to speak up, let your feelings be known, let your beliefs on whatever this subject is, whatever it is, you need to get it out so you can this will stay unless you spit it out. And spitting it out can sometimes come off awkwardly. It can come off inappropriate. There's a million things that could go wrong when the Queen of Swords opens her mouth. There's a lot that can go right, but there's a lot that can go wrong too. But eventually, you still got 2 cups standing. Whoever needs to hear this probably needs to hear it. And if you've been feeling this much anxiousness about it already, no wonder, no matter what you say, you're going to be knocking some cups over. And that happens. Your own cups. You're going to be knocking your own cups over so that you could get out of this. And that's okay. Because you got 2 full cups standing right here. And that person will figure it out. And if you speak honestly and from your heart, then it just simply isn't your problem. You can only control your actions. You cannot control their reaction to you. So, there you go. Speak your mind. You've been biting your tongue a little too long, it looks like to me. Well, at least to the cards. And Oracle, what say you about this expression? See, and you can express with rainbows. I don't think of the Queen of Swords as having rainbows coming out of her mouth, but nonetheless, you can. So let's take a look at what that's really cool. This oracle has been right on today. It's not kind of nice. Expression. This card encourages authentic self-expression, creativity, and communication of one's thoughts, feelings, and truths. Boom. It celebrates individuality and the freedom to share one's unique voice with the world. It's time to unleash your inner wild and allow your bona fide essence to shine bright. Affirmation. I honor my most authentic self and express my truth with courage and confidence, knowing that my voice is powerful and worthy of being heard, even if it blows down 3 cups. Because remember, you always have 2 standing and a sun is rising. Oh, those were fun readings, and I love this oracle. Thanks, you guys. Thank you, Maya Lands. That was fun. And I so appreciate these images. I just think they're really fun. That was fun working with this deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks so much, as always, for stopping by, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.